Okay, so I noticed lately that Infinix is one of the very few brands who's making serious waves when it comes to budget to mid-range lineup. And this is one of the videos that will prove to you that. Hey guys, it's your Tech Girl Mary and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So yes, ang topic ng video natin is their new Infinix Note 50 Pro. Buti na lang nilapag na nila yung bago nilang Infinix Note 50 series. Lately, kung mapapansin nyo yung bagong mga smartphones, talaga namang medyo nasa higher mid-range. And buti na lang may nilapag na medyo on the affordable side, making it more relatable as well. Sa Note 50 series nila, meron silang tatlong smartphones na ilo-launch dito sa Philippines. So aside from this phone, meron din silang Note 50 4G and yung Note 50 Pro Plus 5G na medyo nasa higher end naman. So yeah, pinili ko yung nasa gitna. But yes, before that, let's do a quick unboxing. So according to the brand, this is their first FPS gaming phone. And kaya din naman ganito yung packaging niya because they have a collaboration with Call of Duty Mobile. You know what, lately I noticed yung mga budget to mid-range devices pa yung masayang i-unbox, yung kompleto. Unlike yung mga on the premium side, like the flagship devices, talagang wala nang unboxing na magaganap kasi phone agad. And one thing I like about this device is that we are getting a premium case. Not just the typical clear jelly case. And kung babaliktarin natin, as you can see, it has a magnetic mount. Meaning this device is mag charge friendly. So yes, wireless charging is indeed present on this device. We have here a VIP card and also a screen protector. We also got here a USB-C to Type A charging cable. And this is how long it is. Yung usual. And lastly, of course, a 90 watts power brick. Design-wise, for me, this device really screams premium. And again, when we talk about design, we have to consider pricing because that's how we correlate it. I guess what makes this device premium is yung kanyang metal frame and the glass back, giving it a more polished and high-end look. Something na hindi natin madalas makita sa mga smartphones priced at around 15,000 pesos. Actually, if we were to compare it to a more high-end devices like what we recently reviewed, Realme 14 Pro Plus and even the Nothing Phone 3A Pro, yung feel and yung quality that I experienced with this device, something that I cannot see with those two devices. So yes, I like that this time they did not stick to plastic frames. Wala rin masyadong arte sa design niya that makes it more satisfying and sleek. By the way, the colorway I got is in titanium gray. Take note, colorway lang po ito but it doesn't mean it's made of titanium. But other than this is also available in shadow black and even the racing edition colorway. And despite it having a 5,200 mAh of battery capacity, in fairness, it is a slim device. Pero syempre, since metal nga yung frame niya, glass yung back niya, it won't be the most feather-light type of smartphone. Exactly, it's 196 grams, but still not bad. Hindi rin po top half heavy yung device, which sometimes can happen sa mga budget devices or yung mga poorly designed phones. And let's not forget, it also has an IP64 rating. Not bad, although to those who want a higher IP rating, medyo mas durable, then I think you should go for the Pro Plus. Anyway, overall design-wise, I really think Infinix nailed this one. Anyway, sunod nating pag-usapan yung camera module niya. Kung mapapansin nyo, 4 yung cutout na meron siya. 2 yung camera niya, isa sa flicker sensor and isa naman for heart rate monitoring. Yes, tama yung narinig nyo, a heart rate monitor. Something you don't see very often, but basically this is not a new technology. It may sound gimmicky ngayon na naririnig nyo siya, but during our testing, medyo sensitive lang siya compared to how heart rate monitoring works with smartwatches, even smart rings. But again, it works. And a lot of people, I think, may find this useful lalo na if wala naman kayo nung mga smartwatch, smart ring. It will give you a range, but I wouldn't say it's as accurate as compared to medical devices. So don't rely on it 100%. Okay, pag-usapan naman natin yung display niya. Something that I really liked about it, aside from its design. Hindi ko alam kung dahil ba bias lang ako when it comes to smartphones with flat displays. But personally, I love that it has an almost edge-to-edge look. The chin is slightly bigger lang guys compared to its sides, but it's symmetrical enough naman for me to the point that it won't really bug me. May selfie camera rin tayo na nasa gitna. Hindi rin siya ganun kalaki, so hindi siya ganun ka-distracting. We got a power button na shortcut din to AI assistant and even full lux. If you're not familiar, this is Infinix's very own voice assistant. Now, one standout feature about this device is probably this one. It's called Bioactive Halo AI Light. Actually, subtle lang siya eh. Nung una pa nga, during my first few days, hindi ko napansin. Hindi ko alam na may ganito siyang feature. Etong light na to, it activates during notifications, charging, or even when you are using certain AI functions. It's also customizable depending on how you want to receive your notifications. For example, iba yung kulay when it comes to notifications, iba yung kulay when it comes to battery charging. So yes, this one is actually a really nice touch. At the same time, we did testing when it comes to battery life, if it affects pag naka-turn on and pag naka-turn off. And good thing wala siyang masyadong effect on that part. Now, going back sa display niya, if you guys are into watching movies, even gaming, scrolling through social media, hindi kayo magkakaproblema dito. I noticed colors really pop, blacks are deep. At the same time, the activities I do with this device feel way more enjoyable, probably because of the full HD Plus resolution. And nagulat din ako actually na 144Hz yung refresh rate na meron itong device na to. Perfect as well kasi gaming device din nila to mino-market. So, it just makes sense. At the same time, yung mga text messages, maps, yung photos, even videos, it remained clear no matter how bright it gets outside. Yung level of brightness na meron nitong device na to is probably one of the best I've seen so far on an Infinix phone. At the same time, isa siguro sa pinaka-importanting tinitignan ko sa display ng isang device when I am testing out smartphones is yung touch responsiveness niya. Sa flagship, medyo given na maganda siya. Pero sa mga smartphones na ganito yung presyo, iba-iba minsan. Mabilis na nagre-react yung display niya whenever I tap or swipe, which is also important lalo na sa mga mahilig mag-game. Now, speaking of gaming, isa sa pinaka-importante na aspeto sa tingin ko ay yung kanyang audio quality. Merong dual stereo speaker setup yung phone na to, which is also tuned by JBL. Yung clarity and yung loudness nandun, pero I wouldn't say it is the best audio out there. Kumbaga sakto lang, hindi siya disappointing kasi madalas yung mga ganitong phone tapos ganito yung presyo, talagang maiinis ka na lang sa kung gaano siya ka-disappointing. Okay, so since gaming na rin naman ang pinag-uusapan natin, let's talk about performance. This device comes with a MediaTek Helio G100 Ultimate chipset. 6nm din yung processor na meron siya with a UFS 2.2 storage and an 8GB of RAM, or actually 12GB, dalawa yung options nyo. Gaming-wise, it is capable enough for casual gamers. Halimbawa na lang for Call of Duty, for medium graphics and high frame rates, it is fluid. So yes, we didn't experience any lag during gameplay. Pero nung naglaro na kami ng Genshin Impact, it was a bit more challenging, lalong-lalo na for this device. But when we lowered down the graphics, medyo mas playable na siya and wala nang masyadong noticeable stutter. For vast majority of users, this phone will offer you more than enough power para ma-handle yung daily task nang walang frustration na na-experience. Now, in terms of user interface, I noticed with the Infinix Note 50 Pro, they got it polished compared siguro sa mga techno devices. Para sa akin, mas tolerable yung software experience ng devices ng Infinix compared to other devices na meron ang Transsion. Pero syempre, out of the box, hindi ito yung pinakamalinis na nakita ko sa isang device. Marami pa rin unnecessary bloatware. At isa pa, ang alam ko, 2 years lang din yung operating system update na binibigay ng Infinix for this phone. Hindi ganun kahaba kumpara sa ibang devices. So yes, kung software ang priority nyo when it comes to smartphones, kahit na wala kayong masyadong budget, you might wanna take note of this. May iilan ding AI tools na present on this phone that made it more versatile. One of this is Circle to Search. So kung ang phone na binili mo this 2025 ay meron nito, that's good. Kung wala, I think yung phone na binibili nyo is definitely left behind. Now, one of the things I noticed on its user interface is probably the dynamic bar. Ito yung lumalabas on top of the display every time na meron tayong gagawin, like we want to control music playback, see notifications, quick access to settings, or even charging. It's not as versatile as the one we see sa dynamic island ng iOS, but I'm glad na Android is also adopting when it comes to shortcuts like this. Obviously, mas customizable pa rin ng Android, but to those who wants a bit of a similar experience, especially with iOS, syempre, medyo mas madali yun for you guys. Now, let's talk about battery and charging. I noticed, hindi lang naman Infinix, but when it comes to like budget to lower-end mid-range devices, ang layo na talaga ng narating natin. For its price, it offers a 5,200 milliamp hour and a 90 watts plus 30 watts of wireless charging. And with that kind of power, guys, we were able to get 0 to 100% in just under 42 minutes. But again, you have to take note, I guess disclaimer lang, charging speed depends on how you do it. Kaya lang naman din kami nag-charging test minsan is to know if tama din yung kiniklaim ng brand when it comes to their marketing. But yes, based on our experience, that's fast for a phone at this price point. And at the same time, wireless charging, guys, hindi to madalas na nakukuha sa mga phone na ganito. Hindi mo na nga rin kailangan bumili pa ng third-party case para lang ma-experience yung magnetic na charging capability. At the same time, consistent din yung naging experience namin sa battery life. I just really hope, guys, na when it comes to like software support, maging consistent din sila. Anyway, I am not forgetting, guys, wag kayo maglala, camera system. Last na to. When it comes to the camera department, hindi ito yung may pinakamalaki akong expectations sa mga Infinix phones. Hardware-wise, when you base it on that and specs on paper, maganda sila lahat pakinggan. Pero when it comes to software, medyo talagang napag-iiwanan. But with this device that has a 50 megapixels main sensor and an 8 megapixels ultra-wide lens, it's a pretty good combination. Buti na lang din, hindi nila talaga pinilit na dagdagan pa ng isa that takes macro photos. Ngayon, kung magtataka kayo ba't may isa pa, that is a flicker sensor. Nilagay nila ito to reduce screen flickering when shooting indoors. And this is when under artificial lighting. Take note, yung main camera ng phone na to comes with an OIS, which is good. Again, importante to sa mga phone na budget devices. Pag may OIS ang isang camera, it helps you guys to keep your shots steady, lalong-lalo na in low light conditions. At the same time, kung hindi kayo masyadong steady kapag kumukuha ng photos, makakatulong din to keep the shot still. And in our experience, maganda naman yung kinalabasan ng mga pictures. Hindi rin unnatural yung output. Actually, ang kanya gusto ko kasi before yung mga photos ng Infinix, medyo wash out talaga. I like that every time I review smartphones from Infinix, it keeps on improving. Now, in terms of ultra-wide, I wouldn't say it's a standout. Iba pa rin yung output ng main camera, obviously. But again, I don't really expect much from 8 megapixel ultra-wide cameras. It's okay. It's also useful. Maganda na meron din tayo nito kasi it's good at least we have one kasi there's an option to use one for landscapes, group photos, or anytime you just want to use a wider field of view. Now, video recording-wise, it only supports up to 2K at 30 FPS. Yun lang ang limit natin even when it comes to its main cam. Okay naman yung videos, nandun yung kulay. At the same time, since meron naman din siyang EIS, it were able to balance it out. Now, for selfies, meron tayong 32 megapixels na, again, front-facing camera. It gets the job done. Maganda naman yung kulay at the same time yung skin tone. Ang ginugusto ko sa kanya, meron tayong wider option, especially kapag gusto natin ng group shots. Hindi lang yon, itong option na to present din kapag we want to take portrait mode. Now, here we are for my final thoughts. In fairness naman, this device really brings a lot to the table. For a phone that offers a metal frame, wireless charging, glass back, and even an AMOLED display, it's hard to believe na ganun lang yung price point niya. Kung willing kayong to stretch your budget at gusto nyo ng medyo mas durable na phone, higher IP rating, then maybe this is not the one for you. Go for the Pro Plus. Pero kung okay kayo sa mga mention ko kanina ng mga pros niya, even the con, like the software, and again, no phone is perfect. But if it gets the job done without breaking the bank, I believe it's one of those phones you should really consider. It's one of those devices that gives you more for less. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Again, it's your Tech Girl Mary, and see you on our next video. Bye!